Watching Insight with Praveen Puram live from Atlanta. Thank you all. Good evening and good morning. First of all, I would like to congratulate everyone for all my US friends. Happy Independence Day today. And today our special guest, Mr. Anjay Chaudhary Lal Garu, and everyone know him. He is from Thana and he is the Executive Vice President, and we'll ask more about Thana. So the topic about Thana, we wanted to know more about Thana. So most of the time people ask me question, what Thana does? Is it only cultural? There is more than cultural what Thana does. This is a small effort to bring Thana's effort to all the NRIs and how Thana can be helpful to you all. Anjay Chaudhary Garu, welcome to the show, Andy. Thank you so much for your time today. Happy Independence Day to you.
Thank you, Praveen, and same to you. And of course, my humble regards to all the viewers of Mana TV and TV5. Thank you, Praveen.
Thank you. So, Anjay Chaudhary Garu, I would like to definitely introduce yourself. We all know, but again, we wanted to hear from you more about. I know you are from IT background and you have been in Thana since long time. I have personally known you since long years in Atlanta, being associated, and we are very, very excited for you to see the president in Thana. Thana is a very oldest organization, and we wanted to hear more about Thana from you, and what is your role and how you are going to present in future for Thana as a president.
Yeah, thank you, Praveen. Once again, to reiterate, Thana is not only the oldest, the biggest, and so far probably the biggest in not just of the Telugu diaspora, but overall any Indian ethnic organization outside India. If you count the membership, probably we have around 40,000 members, I think registered members, lifetime members. So having said that, the inception was in 1977, and their stalwarts who built this organization from foundation have done great deeds, and very, very fortunate to right now I'm the president-elect. And I definitely have the plans to continue the past glory legacy of this organization, and I'll try my best to take these organizations to next higher heights. And then there are multiple programs that won the hearts of Telugu people in general, especially in North America and 2 Telugu states. So looking forward to continue all that great activities, whether it's charitable or helping the people, especially Telugu people, and of course continuing the mission statement, looking after the mission statement and continuing the programs which are in alignment with the mission statement, and to see how I can get it to the next level. And as well as, you touch the culture. Definitely, we are a cultural organization as well. So, continuing those programs and see how we can add more feathers in the cap for Thana. And of course, I want to stamp my mark in the coming couple of years, uniting everybody and making sure we have only one agenda, that is Thana and its mission statement. That's, overall. So I'll wait for you to go in detail wherever you want me to touch.
Thank you. Thank you for the brief introduction, Anjay. So Thana, if you talk about Telugu Association of North America, right? It's the biggest organization, and it has 40,000 people. So currently, I know that the elections have been recently finished. So before we go into the subject, the audience will be very curious about Thana's election. If you see Thana election, it is like it is not different from any other elections in US. So can you please brief out about how these campaigns go and what is the agenda? Do you have an agenda like the political system, or how do you go into the with the people?
Yeah. First of all, let me reiterate that Thana is a 501(c) non-profit organization to serve Telugus in general. Of course, we do more than that. But at the same time, in a democratic process, elections are, there is a facility of, announcing the dais and then contesting in the elections. The bylaws of Thana permits that, first of all. So yes, recently concluded elections, you might have seen the buzz, and of course, a lot of halchal that you have seen in the media. And it's no less than any elections could be in India or here. I agree on that part, but I see that as a positive side. The reason for that being, when you have competition for overall for all the positions starting from A to Z, the positive thing is that there are more than more people who are really interested and excited to serve the organization. That's a positive thing that I see. And second thing, yes, because of the glory or legacy that Tana has, you get that attention, and that shows the depth of how much they want to come and serve. So yes, in a democratic way, in a democratic process, the elections are over. But at this point, what I would like to make sure and on record say that we will try, and I will try to make sure people are united, and only one goal is Tana. So moving forward, we are all like once again reiterating that every person who contested in the elections, they love Tana. That is the bottom line. That is the whole reason why we have that buzz. So looking forward to take this train forward and do my duty, and with the due diligence and utmost sincerity. Thank you.
Sure, Anjay Garu. So before I go into depth of there are other national organizations as well. Before we go into that, we will deep dive into Tana, especially the NRS, right? They believe in the oldest organization being Tana. So most of the questions to be answered on behalf of this particular show, I wanted to tell them what Tana does. It's not only the heritage of Telugu or so, but I wanted to, if I see the vision or mission, there are three areas which we can talk about. One is culture, one is mission, and the charity and help. So let's focus first on charity and help. So what are the activities Tana does under the umbrella of charity and help? If you can throw some light, Anjay Garu, every Telugu individuals in US will understand, and they will be part of the organization.
Thank you, and it's definitely an opportunity to even for us to let people know what we are doing on a day-to-day basis. We do a lot. People can't even imagine what we are doing, because we may not be doing that great justice on publicizing what we do. We do and move on. So there are in the charitable front and helping people, there are three main arms. One is the Tana Foundation. Second one is the Tana Team Square, which everybody I think gets connected well, and third one is the Tana Cares. These three are fundamental, charitable arms of Tana. And let me go through Tana Foundation. Since inception, we have spent around more than $200 million up to date in both the Telugu states. This is particularly for Telugu people way back, back home, basically Tana Foundation, especially. So there are multiple signature programs of Tana, on the executed on the base of Tana Foundation. For example, we have Operation Envision, where we have almost conducted 1,000 camps, over the period, and then around 40 to 50,000 approximately people screened, and surgeries have done on the cataract side, and a lot of the equipment that they need has been provided. And also multiple programs like cancer awareness camps. We have built many mineral water. We have built mineral water plants in the rural areas. So we have scholarships both in US and India for to educate, not only for the education, to encourage youth, basically for the needy people. And we also have a project called Varadi. We also have orphanages which we support on a daily basis. We also have built multiple digital libraries and digital classrooms, and physical libraries also in many of the schools way back home. So if I have to, and we also remain a couple of other programs, and then probably I'll conclude Tana Foundation. We have cleft lip surgeries that we have done in the rural areas. So we have done a lot actually. Okay, on Tana Foundation. I did mention just a few of them, just based on the time limit. So we normally spend around $2 million a year. Okay, especially for Tana Foundation, the Telugu states back home. And also we conduct 5K walks around US for Tana Foundation, just to spread the awareness of what are all the opportunities for the fellow NRIs to serve their motherland. For example, they have that mindset, I should do something to my place, my school, my city. So what are my options? So that 5K walks would facilitate the opportunities, how we can build a bridge with the fellow NRIs to execute the projects at home. We also offer flexibility of customizing the programs for Tana Foundation, not only the the projects that are approved, but even you can, or anybody can bring a project and then get approval, and you can still, for example, if you want to do something to your, and those particular projects are not part of Tana Foundation, let us say, so that facility is also there. In other words, if you have a thought in your mind to help the needy in your rural area or city or whatever, we come up with the plan. We offer the platform. So that is in a nutshell about Tana Foundation. So coming to the Tana Team Square, Tana Team Square, Tana Emergency Assistance Management Team. So that is why it's called Team. So inception is 2008, October 26th, and till date, that 24/7, Tana Team Square is available for every Telugu person. That is the initial goal, to help in any catastrophic incident. But of course, day to day, we don't even, we get calls from all over communities, not just Telugu people. As of today, we have grown leaps and bounds. And, the initial inception was to serve the catastrophic whenever it happens, to help the people needy. And you can't believe we have around 600 volunteers throughout North America. We have around $1 million corpus fund. We already spent around 900,000 to help. I'm not talking about, that we raised on each incident. For instance, I'm talking about the corpus fund itself. Okay. And every week we get 3 to 5 calls, catastrophic calls. Unfortunately, people in accidents, could be, or water accidents, or health issues, or even shootouts. There are multiple, scenarios where Telugu people unfortunately pass away on a daily basis, unfortunately, because our community grew. And the first, after 911, next call comes to Tana, and we are available 24/7. So in that grievance period, what we do to the family is to make sure they take care of the family first, and we are there from A to Z until the human remains are repatriated. So that is one part what we do in Tana Team Square. And also coming to the MS students, where there are rackets for fake universities and all, we help them a lot on day-to-day basis. Also, we do a lot of help for the MS students who came for studies here. And also, there are many calls that we get on day-to-day basis. For example, their visa expired, the passport expired, and they have to have an emergency travel. So we coordinate with all the consulates, okay, to help the people in needy at that particular point of time, how to expedite the process. And also, especially, I should talk about the service that Tana Team Square does, or did, in the COVID time. As if you see, for the past, I think, 1.5 year. So we have done a lot. Let me start with the parents, especially. They came here last, I'm talking about 1.5 year back, for visiting, and they're stuck here. So initially, if you remember, to get back to India was a big deal. There are no flights available. I think there was a mission where government of India had some flights, Vande Bharat mission, and then there's very limited flights. At one point of time, there is a lottery process for them to go back also. There are thousands of people. There are categories. So we work with the parents to make sure to prioritize them based on the needs, and working with the consulate, getting them space in the flights. That was a big deal, even though I'm just mentioning in a sentence. So we have to work round the clock to make that happen, to help the parents to go to India. And also, once they are here, the medications are complete. They don't have anything left. So we work with especially Atlanta. We work with Telugu Association Metro Atlanta. They have a free Tama clinic. So Tana worked hand in hand with them to provide the prescriptions for all whoever approached us. So at that particular, because medicines are very important. So, and also we have done a lot in India as well during the COVID time. I'm talking about 1 year back when we started. There are many workers who are stuck in different parts of the Telugu states, especially where they can't go back to their places due to the lockdown. So we have served food, needy things for them. And also for the MS students right here in US. So they're also stuck at that point of time. We offered financial assistance. We offered food, groceries to them. We offered shelters to them. So that is before, I'm talking about a year back. And even recently, we have secured approximately around 700 oxygen concentrators, and we did send to Telugu states. We are in forefront of arranging the hospitals when there is a shortage of hospitals for the people in beds. So we did our best to help the people in India during the COVID time, and the COVID help is not done yet. We are in touch with all the authorities and the people. That is being done as of date. So that's about the Team Square. And then coming to the Tana I'm just trying to cut short. So coming to the Tana Cares, there was a thought when I was a community service coordinator. Chaudhary Jampala, there was the president at that time, and Tana Cares. That's when the inception happened actually. So what can we do, more to the people in US? Yes, Team Square we are doing. So that was a thought process that went by, and then that's when the Tana Cares was formed, the inception. And then we have around 11 important projects that are tied up to the umbrella of Tana Cares. For example, we have CPR workshops, we have bone marrow drives, blood drives, toy drives, college orientation seminars, SAT and ACT coaching for kids over here. And there are multiple programs, service programs for the people of living here in North America, and those all even our immigration. Many workshops and seminars, webinars we did, autism awareness workshops we did. All these programs comes under the umbrella of Tana Cares on day-to-day here. Okay, so definitely we have done a lot, and probably every week we have a lot of activities under Tana Cares umbrella as well. So on a day-to-day basis, we have something or the other going on, helping never rest for Tana. It's always on the mission. Okay, so those are the three I could summarize on behalf of charity and helping the fellow Telugus